Now, workers of the TOR oil refinery have been meeting over plans by government to convert the only state refinery into a storage facility, a move they reject. This follows a revelation last week by the energy minister on the intended move by the Kufuor-led administration to change the functions of that facility. Here is the union chairman of the TOR oil refinery, John Elton Botwe, speaking on the marketplace earlier.
What we heard from our CEO, we were quite impressed, and we know that if he's going to tell us the same that he said, then we have a point through our support behind him, because he has reiterated over and over again that he's not going to pretend over the demise of the company, and we believe that that is a position that is for sure. And if that is the way it's going to go, then we are going to throw our weight behind him, and we are going to tell him what we plan to do. First, we plan meeting the minister himself. We want to meet him face to face so that he tells us what exactly he meant by the statement he made. And we've even sought audience with the president. So we'll go to the end of it. For sure, workers are not troubled by the ideology that government wants to create another refinery or set up another refinery. That has never been a problem. We are for the idea that if there are more refineries, fine, the better for Ghana. And so workers are not pleased with that. What workers don't understand is that when you build another refinery, you are going to scrap the old one into a tank farm. That is quite out of the world. So that is what workers are afraid, because when you set up new refinery and you scrap the old one, I mean, the old refinery cannot, the new one cannot say they are absorbing everybody on stream. It is going to be competitive, and people are going to come from elsewhere. But if you are in, nowadays, you know how job security is. If you are in one refinery, and all you hear one day in the morning, you go and they said they scrapped it into a tank farm, I mean, you'll be jittery, and you don't know where to start. So our fear and our panic has been on the fact that you are going to scrap the entire refinery into a tank farm. If you want to build a refinery, even in TOR, the strategic plan is to expand our refinery. So if we are expanding it, it's the better for Ghana.
Well, you had a chairman of the TOR Workers Union there. In the meantime, the Tema District Labour Council is throwing its weight behind the decision of the TOR Union to resist attempts by government to convert the refinery into a storage facility. I have on the line now with me Ado Kumi, who is the District Secretary of the Labour Union there. Sir, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. What is your position, by the way, on this plan by government to change, if you like, the function of TOR?
Thank you, sister. I believe that as we heard the chairman of the local union make it plainly to the public. Now, what the district council is saying is that if the government has a new policy of changing TOR into a tank farm, they should make it clear. Because tomorrow that another day, then you say that it's not true, then you go again and you say that it's true.
Okay, so hold on, sir. Hold on for me, sir. If you say government should make it clear, which parts of the story are you familiar with? Which part of this story do you know?
Yeah, concerning the tank farm, early this year, around January, the minister came out to make that statement, and later he denied. And again, he has repeated the same thing. So it means that it's something that they have it on paper or on a drawing board. If it's on a drawing board, they should let the workers of TOR know, so that the kind of decision that they will take, they take together.
Okay, so workers of TOR are not aware of this decision, if you like, by government to change the function of TOR or to make it a tank farm. Yeah,
if the workers are not aware, then why should you go out?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to whether that is the corroboration of your story. What you know is that workers are not aware.
Yeah, the workers are not aware because we asked them.
Okay.
If there was any communication from the government to the management or to them, and they said that they don't have anything of that sort. So why should the minister go out and make that publication?
Okay.
And if you want to do that, why should you allow the company to invest so much in their maintenance? They spend so much money, and now that the plant is in motion, and you turn around and say that you want to turn it into a tank farm. What I saw, what is your view? And then what plans do you have? If you don't have any plans, why can't you leave the plant as it is? That's what the Temadisi Council is saying. If you don't have any plan at all, leave it as it is. And let the management and then the workers come together and find an investor who will support them to put up a new plant. Because we know that these are some of the things that they have in the pipeline. That they are going in for an investor to come and support them to put up a new refinery, which have all the auxiliaries that the current refinery needs.
Okay.
So,
now, the Labour Council's position, the Labour Council which you represented's position, which one is it really behind? Is it behind the workers because they probably will lose their jobs, some of them, or is it the fact that government is changing the function? And do you know for sure whether if this happens, any of the workers will lose their job?
Oh, as you know, our duty is to protect the work and the workforce. So if the company is doing well, why should we throw our weight behind the government who is saying that he wants to put it into a tank farm, which doesn't make sense to us and doesn't make sense to any common man that is on the street? All right.
Okay.
Then if it turns to the tank farm, automatically people will lose their jobs. Where would the maintenance guys or the engineers go?
Okay.
Now, when we go all the worldwide, you get people from TOR working there. If they've not gone through this place, the training, they have it here, would they get a position over there? No. So why can't we put this in good shape so that we can train more of the people from the universities and then export them to earn some foreign money? All these things are something that they have in motion, they have in plan. So why should the minister go out and say that, okay, because it's so old, that we should start? It has more petrol, it's less than 20 years. Well, this came into being around 2001, 2000. So why should he say that the plant is old? And the one that he's saying that is old is the initial one, the crude distillation unit. That is the first one which processes the crude oil. And if this thing is working, now as I speak, I believe that the top people have put the plant in shape and it's working, it's producing petroleum products to the market. So why should the minister come out and say that?
Have you checked with the minister? This afternoon we've spoken to the chairman of the union who said that they want to meet with the minister first and then take it from there. Have you, as a council that's backing the labor organization or the workers union, checked with the minister or with the ministry to find out their position on this?
Yeah, we are doing a write-up to the president so that we will call all the stakeholders together and then we take a final decision. It's not the first time. The first one we wrote about 50 ppm. When we got there, the minister wasn't there, the deputy minister wasn't there. We met the director of petroleum, and that's the end of it. This one, we want to meet all the stakeholders. So we are writing directly to the presidency again to inform him to call all of us to the round table and take a final decision on that.
What did the director of petroleum say to you when you met him at the ministry?
Oh, that's around January when there was the policy of 50 ppm. That because of that, they are bringing the 50 ppm and TOR product cannot be in the market. So we went there to have a discussion with him that this thing will not hold. But the minister, because they were not available, we met him, we took a decision. And up to date, that 50 ppm is still existing.
Okay. Can you tell us your timeline? What timelines are you working with on this matter?
Oh, right now we'll be giving ourselves about 2 weeks. Once before the letter, we'll give ourselves about 2 weeks and see what will come out from that. Then we'll come out with another direction.
Okay, Mr. Dukumi, thank you very much for your time here on the pulse. He represents the Labour Council in Tema, and they are backing the workers' union at TOR to resist this decision by government to turn TOR into a tank farm, cutting off its refinery functions.